Let's go, Dolphins.
Let's get it done.
Roundtable Sports is throwing two huge events this 2024 NFL season. Come join me, Richie from Jets Media, TD Finns Talk, Dan Mitchell, and Patriots Global for an unforgettable game day experience. Week 6, Monday Night Football, Bills vs. Jets at MetLife Stadium. Your ticket comes with an all-inclusive tailgate party hosted by Gotham City crew, food, drinks, live DJ, and more. Also, come witness the AFC East Roundtable live in-person show from the tailgate. And last but not least, you will get access to the MetLife Stadium's turf for the pregame and witness the national anthem before primetime football kicks off. Our second event this year is going to be in Miami for the first time. Week 14, New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. We locked down our own private corner terrace at Hard Rock Stadium, exclusive for our group. Saturday night, join us at Miller's Ale House for an awesome meet and greet. Jake Asman will be a special guest for this event. Email us at afceastroundtable@gmail.com for more information on how to secure your tickets. We are live at the AFC East Roundtable. Let's go, man. Hey, it's the AFC late table. You guys know we had some technical difficulties, but we're live here from MetLife Stadium. Let us know in the chat right now if you can hear us. Let us know how it's going. We live, man. How you feeling, Dan? Jets, Bills, the AFC East Roundtable. We're live from the Gotham City Crew tailgate. We got a long way until kickoff, and shout out to the chat, man. Thank you guys for being patient with us. We made it, man.
So, folks, first off, we just want to thank each and every single one of you that has taken some time out of your day to join us live from MetLife Stadium, right in our backyard. A game with anxiety is all through the roof, me included. And although Richie has been lying to you all day, he is just as anxious. I can assure you that. It's cold, it's windy, it's breezy, but it's about damn time for some Buffalo Bills, New York Jets football coming on out, man. And we are all pumped about it, I can assure you that.
Let's go. We got TD Finns Talk making the trip to New York. Welcome to New York, TD.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here for the Battle of Mid. Listen, man, this is going to be a joy. The Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. No matter what, I get to go home a winner. In my Miami Dolphins, baby. Let's go.
Colby, you took the trip over here. We're going to talk about Drake May. Don't you worry. We can't talk about him yet. We're going to talk about your boy Drake May. But how you feeling to be here today, bro?
Hey, man, yo, Draco went absolutely off. The time in New England is already coming back, and I can't wait for it, but we're going to wait on that, man. First time meeting my boys. It's been years. I mean, I met Dan back in, like, 2020, and this is the first time that I'm meeting him. Great here to be with my brothers. I mean, the weather's a little crazy, as it always seems to be at MetLife, but, man, I'm just thankful to be here.
It's every single year we have issues, man. But, Dan, I know that you said that you're a little nervous, so why did you expand on that? Why are you nervous tonight?
So I'll tell you what, man, whether or not that I'm just a battered Bills fan watching a James Cook toe injury, he's not going to be out there at 100%. So is it a Ty Johnson revenge game? I hope so. Probably not. Shakir is going to be set up against a Michael Carter II, who is injured. He's not going to be out there. I'm hoping for the best. I really hope that we can get through adversity. But what has this team showed me in the past 2 weeks why it should be? I'm still picking the Bills to win. Have no fear. Superman Josh Allen's going to throw his cape on. He's going to throw his cape on. And he's about to make cinema out on that field on MetLife, and I cannot wait. If not, I'm never stepping foot in the stadium again because obviously, I'm no luck over here, if you will.
Let's get a close-up
This
of
is
TD
why
Finns Talk's
this is why Dan
can.
is nervous, ladies and gentlemen.
Close-up of
We
TD
all
Finns
know
Talk's
that
t-shirt.
Josh Allen is Sanitation Worker of the Year. All right, but hey, he got something to prove today. After last week's game, he really got to come and do something in this game tonight, man. So we're gonna find out. The battle of the mid quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen.
This is the revenge game for Aaron Rodgers, baby. All right, Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers, they are both on 2-game losing streaks right now. So we have to go out there and get the job done. It's not going to be easy for the Jets. We fired Robert Saleh. Jeff Ulbrich is the new coach. Todd Downing is now the offensive play caller. A lot of uncertainty with the Jets. We're still in the Devontae Adams trade scenarios. Hassan Reddick has a new agent. Jets fans, there's so much going on with our Jets football team. The only thing that matters is tonight and trying to pull off the win, man. So we appreciate you guys watching us live. because, listen, it is windy right now. If you're wondering why we were a little late to the party, it's because the wind is ridiculous. We had to change a lot of things, so hope you guys are hearing us well and everything's going smooth. But let's get into this Jets and Bills preview and more into the nitty-gritty of what we can expect tonight. So, Colby, what's your thoughts tonight? Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen, both quarterbacks coming off 2 back-to-back bad games for Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers. What do you expect from them in the win tonight?
Hey, man, the identity of both of these teams is very much up in the air. We don't really know what these teams are right now. You know, you look at the Jets, and they had so much hype around them, and they really just haven't lived up to it. Week 1 against really the best team you've played so far, and they lose to the 49ers. Then week 2, you play a close game against the Titans, who are one of the worst teams in the league. You're able to scratch that one out. Week 3, I'll give it to you. Blow out my New England Patriots. Congratulations on your Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, we did.
You beat my Patriots, okay? Congratulations, Jets fans, okay? But listen, since then, you guys have not been able to win a game, not against a good team, not against a bad team. The Jets are a team that haven't been able to beat a good team, but they aren't really beating up on the bad teams right now either. The thing for the Bills right now is that they've been able to beat up hardcore on the bad teams, but they haven't been able to beat a good team yet. They're playing against the Jets, who had a lot of hype, like I said, but right now I cannot say that the Jets are actually a good team. First game with an interim head coach, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of new pieces going around with that team, and ultimately you have to go with the team that's playing better football. You have to go with the team that has the veterans and has the better coaching staff, and that's the Buffalo Bills. Are we waiting on predictions? Are we taking that now?
Oh, all right. Well, Colby's going with the Buffalo Bills in this game. So let's see another non-biased person. And when I say non-biased, it's not their team. TD Fins Talk. TD, give us your preview for the game, and then at the end, give us your thoughts of who's going to win this football game. We were here last year. Okay, the Jets were the team that came on top. The Jets have a 2-game winning streak at MetLife Stadium. What will happen? TD, give us your thoughts and your predictions for this game.
This one's simple, man. Listen, we got 2 teams fighting for their lives right now. The New York Jets, they just fired their coach. They're looking for a new identity. They're looking to get off to a good start tonight and win this game. They're trying to, rescue their season. Aaron Rodgers has to come in, do what he does best, lead the offense. The defense is going to do what it does. I think the Jets are in a good position, but the Buffalo Bills, they're desperate right now. You know, Josh Allen, they lost 2 straight games. They need to get right back on the right track as well, take commanding lead in this division. But this one's easy for me. I got the Jets winning this game in a blowout.
Jay! Let me hear it, TD. Ready?
J-E-T-S.
Jets.
Sorry, Dan.
Hey, we got
Yo,
TD.
where's the Bills chant, Dan? Come on.
We got TD doing a Jets Jets chant, baby. And I don't know if the chat's trolling me, but are the Mets winning 6-0? Everybody watch the Mets game? Did we get a grand slam? What? The Mets are up 6-0. That's another discussion. Let's go Mets. But listen, man, we got TD picking the Jets. We got Colby picking the Bills. You know where I stand. You know where Bills stand. Dan stands. We're pretty much split down the middle. So, Dan, what's your thoughts of Colby siding with you and TD siding with me?
So listen, he's making me a believer. I'm switching up my overall sentiment of what I've said so far about this game, all right? This is how I look at it for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, we have come across some adversity for the past couple of weeks against Baltimore and then also against Houston. But there's a couple of things that a lot of my friends and some other fans have said. Josh Allen has never lost 3 games in a row, and this Buffalo Bills team has a record of 26-2 after a 2-game losing streak. So I'm hoping that we go out there and we have a game plan of all game plans. I've said this before. I'm not so much concerned with the Buffalo Bills defense being able to slow down this struggling Jets offense. I'm really not. Can the Buffalo Bills get things going immediately against the defense that we have historically struggled against, particularly over in MetLife? It's all going to come out to who is the most efficient on offense and most consistent. And I'm going to have to pick the Buffalo Bills here.
Let's go, Dan.
But don't worry about it. Listen, man, I am going to be sweating this entire game. I would not be surprised if it comes down to the final seconds of the fourth quarter. I hope not overtime, but we shall see. Go ahead.
Dominate time of possession, right? That's what it is. Dominate time of
Look
possession.
at that graphic on the screen right now, though. Can we just take a moment and appreciate what you guys are looking at? Shout out to the producers. Shout out to
beautiful.
One Time Visuals behind the scenes making this happen. They're putting in so much work, and I think we deserve to give credit right now to our producers who is making this whole thing possible. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Smash the like button. This is a once-in-a-year event that you guys are witnessing where all 4 of us can come together. So please do us a favor. Simply hit the like button. Subscribe to the AFC East Roundtable. We appreciate you guys. We got Monday Night Football that is going to be kicking off in just a little bit. Let's get deeper into this game, man. Shout out to the producers again, man. They're putting in a lot of work, man. Just look at what you're looking at on the screen right now. Bills versus Jets preview. This is how I look at it from a Jets fan, man. The Jets have a 2-game winning streak against the Buffalo Bills at MetLife Stadium. The Buffalo Bills, they have a 2-game winning streak against the Jets in Buffalo. The Jets play the Bills well at home. The Bills play the Jets well at home. And a big reason why the Jets have that winning streak is Josh Allen plays his worst football in this stadium. And right now, Josh Allen is coming off 2 of his worst games of his career. I mean, you look about what he did against Baltimore. He got banged up. In Houston, 9 for 30. The Jets know how to get to Josh Allen. Will they be able to do that tonight? I think the key for the New York Jets is to run the football. Jeff Ulbrich is the new head coach, and he said he will be trying to run the football. As Jets fans know, luckily for us, our right tackle, Morgan Moses, is back. We got 2 running backs that we are very high on that has completely not lived up to the expectations in Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. The New York Jets, want me to give you a stat, Colby? They're in last place in rushing yards. They have the least amount of rushing yards in the entire NFL. That is inexcusable. So I'm calling out my football team because they have to run the football. Tonight is the night to do it. We don't have a Derrick Henry, Colby, but Derrick Henry had 199 rushing against this Buffalo Bills team. Tonight is the night where I'm hopeful that our rushing attack can break through that Buffalo Bills defense.
Hey, Richie, look, all I'm going to say is let's not forget that you said this was the best running back duo in the AFC East.
Which is why I just called them out.
One of the best in the NFL. And like I said, it's going to come down to dominating time of possession. If it's still as windy in the stadium at game time as it is right now, they're not going to want to throw the ball a lot. They're going to want to run the ball. And Dan, I don't know if James Cook is playing. I know you made a TikTok about this, about him might not being able to play. If he's not, your 2 superstars on offense are Josh Allen and James Cook. But Braylon Allen, especially Breece Hall, they have not been showing up. 2 weeks ago, Breece Hall averaged 0.4 yards on the ground. Last week it was what, 1 or 2? It's unacceptable. You're asking Aaron Rodgers to be a superhero, and you're asking him to be vintage Aaron Rodgers, and he can't do that.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't see that in this game. Buffalo can't stop a nosebleed. They can't stop the run to save their life. I think that Breece Hall gets on track tonight. I think he runs for over 100 yards, like literally tears the Buffalo Bills apart. I think he also has 2 touchdowns on the ground tonight. I think this is going to be the Breece Hall game of the year tonight, MetLife Stadium, Dan. I'm sorry, bro.
So one thing I will say is that Sean McDermott is probably one of the best head coaches in the NFL when it comes into baiting an offensive coordinator. Right now, you look at this instance, and it's unique because they have a brand-new head coach. They have a brand-new offensive play caller. And what Sean McDermott typically likes to do is to see where exactly this offensive coordinator's head is. He typically allows these offenses to march down the field in early downs to see if he has a good understanding of exactly what their play calls are going to be. So if there's Bills fans watching this right now that are concerned, if you turn on the game in a couple of hours and you see the Jets with Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, what have you, march down the field and score easily, don't hang it up yet. I promise you this is all a part of the plan. Sean McDermott wants to get a good understanding of exactly who this new offensive coordinator and new play caller is, but I do see us getting hurt in the run. But Sean McDermott typically does allow teams to run on him. The answer is, can our offense respond? That is what I have to say.
And I'll be honest with you, Dan. I don't got a lot of confidence in my offense right now. We have a brand new play caller, Todd Downing. Maybe that's going to spark something. Aaron Rodgers is coming off 2 games in a row that Jets fans are disappointed in, right? 2 weeks ago, right here at MetLife, was the Jets Media Day event. It was a rainy, gross game. The Jets scored 0 touchdowns. Inexcusable. They go into London, and they go down 17-0. The offense started to figure themselves out, but it was a little too late. You cannot expect this team to go out there and win when Aaron Rodgers throws a pick 6 and turns the ball over 3 total times. So the Jets offense has been struggling, and the only way the Jets can pull off this win, again, is, in my opinion, is that the run game is stout, and our defense can really hold Josh Allen and turn the ball over. So we got some super chats we want to get to. We appreciate you guys watching. Tony, 6-0 Mets. Man, I got to be honest, it's paining me right now to not watch this Mets game. Please keep me in the loop of what's going on with my Mets. I need a Mets and a Jets W today. I would be the happy person alive. We also got a Yankees game tonight. Not a Yankees fan, but good luck to the Yankees. Only reason why I'm rooting for the Yankees is because I want a World Series, Subway Series. That's what I want to see.
So I got a question, Richie. I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
If you could only pick one, Mets or Jets tonight, fire it off.
Oh, God, you can't do that to me. Ty, you can't do that to me.
No, come on, give me one.
Hey, man, the Mets are in the playoffs. You can't do that to me. They're on the grape of going to the World Series, but the Jets, they need it. Don't do that to me. Junior, 6-0 Mets. Vientos grand salami. Shout out to the Mets fans tuning in, man. I can't pick both wins. I'm not picking between my 2 teams. KM with a $10. Dan, you got to shotgun a couple of beers before you go in. I also took your advice and put $10K on the Bills. -3.5. Good to see you, the boys.
Hey, you ruining lives, man.
I did not tell you to do that, all right?
Via Bet US.
All right, well, Dan is telling people to lose money. All right, Hennessy Heisman with the $5. Great production, fellas. Wish I could be there again tonight, but I know Jets fans will show up and show out. Dan, get the vape pen ready again. Remember last year what happened? You know what he's referring to?
I sure do. Like I said,
Hennessy, we miss you. We wish you were here.
if we end up losing this game, which we won't, all right, I am never stepping foot in this stadium ever again.
No, we got you. We got to get you here again next year. DD, member for 13 months. What's up, everyone? Be safe out there and have fun. Fins up no matter what. Go Dodgers. DD, Mets in 6, okay? Mets in 6. Another super chat. Let the online fans see the height difference real quick. Hey, you'll see that. When this live show is done, we're about to go into the heart of the tailgate, hosted by Gotham City Crew. All right, shout out to Gotham City Crew with the phenomenal tailgate. And you guys will see the recap video that our producer is going to make for us. It'll premiere live Wednesday night. All right, so let's get more super chats. Anthony, Bills all the way. Go Bills. It sickens me to even say those words, but you send $5, so I got to read the super chat. Anthony, we love you, man. We absolutely love you, all right? Another super chat from Slippy Al. Josh Allen plays today. We are blessed. Go Bills. Aaron Rodgers plays today. A first ballot Hall of Famer. That is something we should appreciate. Josh Allen doesn't sniff Aaron Rodgers' greatness. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Hall of Famer,
so let's
Allen.
get into what we can expect for this game. Are we going to expect an ugly offensive game? Because you look at the weather and you look at the wind, I think this is going to be an ugly, ugly game on the offensive perspective. So what do we expect from this game? TD, is it going to be ugly? Is it going to be low scoring? Do you see both Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen struggling through the air? Is it going to be more about the ground and pound attack? You're in the heart of this weather right now. You feel the wind. Is that going to impact this game?
I think more so it's going to be a struggle for Josh Allen throwing in this type of weather. But Aaron Rodgers, he's smart. He's been around the block. He knows when to check into a run. He knows to call the appropriate play when necessary. And this is why I feel so strong about the run game for the Jets tonight. And Breece Hall, he's really going to go off. Aaron Rodgers is going to check the defense, check the wind, and be able to make the right calls at the line of scrimmage. Josh Allen's just got a full steam ahead, and his receivers, he doesn't have anybody to throw to. They're not going to get it done.
Colby, do you think this is going to be a game where both teams are going to have to rely on the ground because it's going to be hard to throw the football through this wind? Because if there's a lot of wind, man, that really penetrates the stadium a lot.
Oh, yeah, you kidding me? I remember, what was it, Dan, back in 2021, the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills playing in a wind game. Mac Jones threw for like 5 passes, and the New England Patriots won that game because they dominated on the ground. If the wind is this bad, we could see an exact same thing. And again, without Cooks, this could be a situation where as long as the offensive line for the Jets can come and show up, which they haven't been able to do over the last few weeks, Richie, like you alluded to, Moses coming back, maybe that becomes a staple to this Jets offensive line, and the running game starts to get going. But this is not going to be a high-scoring game. This is going to be 2 good defenses going up against 2 offenses that are going to struggle through the air.
And if you look at the stat on the screen right now, guys, the last 2 games, both teams have struggled offensively, right? Both teams obviously 0-2. The Buffalo Bills, 502 total yards. The Jets, 502 yards. The Bills, 3 total touchdowns to the Jets, 2 total touchdowns. The Jets have 4 turnovers the last 2 weeks, which is abysmal, right? And third down conversion rate, 9 for 34 for the Jets. Makes you want to vomit. And then you have the Bills at 6 from 27 converting on third downs. And the red zone efficiency, they're both at 2 and 5. So, Dan, I'll pass this over to you. What was your thoughts of the Bills' offense? Why have they been struggling so much the last 2 weeks against Baltimore and Houston? And do you expect that to continue tonight?
So like I said, what Sean McDermott likes to do is he likes to see if that offensive coordinator will give him the answers, specifically on defense. The problem with the Buffalo Bills is that while we were doing that, we didn't have enough time. We weren't taking advantage of early downs. I look at this Jets defense, and they are absolutely incredible, particularly in the secondary. But one thing that they do is that they do allow an average of each pass 5.7 yards per pass, which is still one of the best in the league. My thing is, if I'm Joe Brady, the number one thing I'm doing is making sure that we take advantage of those early downs, first and second. This is not the kind of team that's going to press you on the line, and this is not the kind of team that's going to run a lot of man. Take what the defense gives you, Josh. Take what he gives you, a solid 5.7, 6.1 here and there, dominate time of possession. This team needs to get back to the basics, all right? We don't have the personnel for the deep ball anymore. We just do not, all right? Go back to the formula that was succeeding in the first 3 weeks, and I have confidence this offense can turn it around. I really do.
The Bills are ranked 20th from a defensive standpoint. I mean, you see the offensive stats again. It's a struggle for both teams. And I look at the Jets. they have an identity on defense. Well, we just fired Robert Saleh. We elevated our defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, to be our head coach. I don't expect our defense to take a step back. I gotta pass this over to TD. TD, we have a brand new offensive play caller, Todd Downing. Are we going to see a completely different offense for the Jets, or do you think it's going to be the same thing that we've seen the first 5 games of the season now that we have a brand new play caller?
In 1 week removed, I don't think there's going to be much of a difference at all. It's just going to be how they approach the game. Not they want to approach it passing the ball or throwing the ball. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching right now, if you don't see this win, this is the win that's going to be going into the game. This is the win that these teams are going to have to be dealing with. It is not just another day. The weather is a factor, and it's also getting colder and colder, expected to be around 50 degrees. So this is going to be one where the coach needs to step up, the quarterback's got to step up, and make sure they put their team in the position based off of the weather as well.
So we do have a special highlight reel to play, and it's not really, I can't call it a highlight because it may be considered a low light. So Josh Allen does have a 2-game losing streak at MetLife Stadium, and I just want to see what's wrong with Josh Allen against the Jets defense. Why did the Jets defense get to him so much? We saw last year, one man was the reason for it. Jordan Whitehead picked him off 3 times then. He's no longer a member of the New York Jets. So Josh Allen 2 years ago struggled against the Jets defense. You know, Sauce Gardner had that game-winning pass breakup. I remember Jermaine Johnson as a rookie had a great sack. I mean, you see the highlights, or the lowlights rather, on the screen right now. This is the Jets defense and what they do against Josh Allen. So, Dan, why does Josh Allen struggle against this Jets defense? And do you think he'll finally break through in this game and have the best game of his career against the Jets? I know he's better in Buffalo against the Jets defense, but we're not in Buffalo, baby. We're at MetLife Stadium tonight.
So I'll tell you what, if not tonight, then when, all right? So when it comes down into this Jets defense, like I alluded to a bit earlier, Josh just needs to take advantage of the early downs and take what the Jets give him on a defensive side of the ball. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Folks, this wind is going absolutely insane right now, but we're here for you. We are here for you. Smash that like button on your way in. 896 of you watching right now. Absolutely love you for tuning in today. But yeah, Richie, I mean, honestly, he just needs to take advantage of these early downs. And I'll tell you what, everyone's been celebrating his lack of interceptions for the past couple of weeks. Bring him back. Bring him back. If that means that we get to see Josh go out there and play some damn
just sling the
football
ball
with balls, right? That's what I think we need tonight, all right? I don't care about interceptions on Josh's hand. Fantastic. He's thrown 0 so far, but we haven't seen that absolutely incredible performances we're used to seeing. I feel like they have him on a leash. Now, whether or not that it has to do with his broken hand, he's trying to go on ahead and just make sure that he doesn't get hurt further. I don't know, but bring back animal Josh Allen. We need him tonight more than ever.
And the one thing about Josh Allen that I have to admit that definitely, sparks fear of me as a Jets fan is his legs. It's his mobility. I'm comfortable with him throwing the ball because you saw 9 of 30 last week. He doesn't really have the accuracy right now, but he's a dynamic playmaker with his legs, and the Jets got to make sure they have the quarterback contained on him. Will McDonald is the guy to watch out for, who is right behind Aiden Hutchinson, who unfortunately went down for the season for the most sacks in the NFL with 6 total, all right? I mean, you guys see this win right now? I mean, it's going to be crazy. Josh Allen's going to have to run the football, just like, Aaron Rodgers ran the football against the Patriots somehow at 18 rushing yards. I'm not expecting that in this game because Rodgers is kind of on one leg here. But we shall see. I'm expecting a very low-scoring game. Guys, if you're watching right now at home, please do us a huge favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the AFC East Roundtable. And we really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys tuning in right now. This is a lot of fun. Things are getting crazy. Let's get to some super chats. Let the online fans see the height. Oh, no, we'll do that. Anthony Padilla says, Bills all the way. See you guys at 6 p.m. Ah, there's stuff in my eye. All right. Neil Ray. Can't wait. See you guys at 6 p.m. Appreciate you, Neil. Glenn, why when Dan talks you can barely hear him? Either he is scared or Jets cutting G sound so no one can hear him. The reality is the mic knows who's winning tonight. It's the Jets, so they're cutting his mic whenever he talks. Slippy Al, TD taps the helmet. He sees Josh Allen live. Oh, my God. JD the Great with the $10 super chat. I hope the game ends with a tie at 0. Great show today, fellas. Fins up no matter what. Hey, shout out to JD the Great, man. We appreciate the $10 super chat. Much love to you. Noah, thanks for this event, fellas. Y'all are awesome for pushing through this win. Let's go, Jets. J-E-T-S. Jets, Jets, Jets. You know it right now. Come on, baby. Shout out to you, Noah. KM, winner gets Devontae Adams. TD, you are tripping. Hey, The winner of this game gets Devontae Adams, and that will be the Jets.
Devontae Adams ain't going nowhere, Richard.
Oh,
Let's be
yeah, he
honest.
is, baby.
Let's be real.
He's coming home. Whoever turns the ball over less wins tonight. Yeah, 100%. This is going to be a battle of the turnovers. So we appreciate the super chat, guys. And again, just cannot thank you enough for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. So the next segment I want to get into, let's break free of the Bills and the Jets. Let's talk about the state of the AFC East. Now, the Miami Dolphins are on a bye week, so we can't talk about their loss yesterday because if they played, they would have lost, TD. Let's be honest. They
Stop
suck.
lying. Stop lying
Come on,
to these
man.
people.
What about the...
Listen, you need to know about
You have
the
Tyler
Dolphins.
Huntley under center.
This is all you need
Even
to
if Drew
know.
was healthy, you guys would lose.
Tyler Huntley just got to win, okay? Last I checked, all three of your teams are on a losing streak. Mine's on a winning streak, okay? So let's get that straight now. Second off, listen, this is the state of the AFC East. We already know what time it is. Jets going to win tonight. They're going to take control of the East. Buffalo's going to start their slow decline within the season. Miami will see the Jets later in the season, sweep them, win it all, Super Bowl. That easy.
Well, you see the standings on the screen right now. The Buffalo Bills are at the top at 3-2. The Jets are right behind them. But this game basically is for the division, all right? If the Jets win, they're tied with the Bills at 3-3. The Jets will have the tiebreaker and will be in that first place spot. The Miami Dolphins are at 2-3 on their bye week, and the New England Patriots fell to 1-5. But we did see Drake May make his NFL debut, so we do have some Drake May highlights to show, and I want to pitch this over to our boy Colby because Drake May started his first game of his life. I mean, the Patriots got killed, but hey, he showed some promise. He showed some rookie mistakes, but I think that he overall, in my opinion, as a Jets fan, there is some promise to look for in that game.
Yeah, look, I don't want to come out and I don't want to start saying that, you know, oh, he's the future. Oh, like he's a BA. Like, nah, dude. He looked like he can be something for the New England Patriots, and he is something to be scared of, as TD alluded to on the AFC East and on his own channel. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. But you know what? This Houston Texans defense, they're real. They're legit, and they're a team that I said I didn't want Drake May going up against because they are one of the best defenses in the NFL. Heading into this game, they have the best pass rush win rate in the entire NFL, going up against the New England Patriots, who had the worst offensive line, especially in pass protection, according to every single pass blocking metric. And the defense for the Texans has absolutely dominated against quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson, 212 yards. Caleb Williams, 174. Sam Darnold, 181. Trevor Lawrence, 169. Josh Allen, 131 just last week. And Drake May goes 243 yards, dominates with less competition and the worst offensive line out of all of the matchups that the Houston Texans defense has had to go up against so far. The Patriots have been averaging over a 50% pressure rate offensively every single week. They had key injuries to the offensive line this week too, and they went all the way down to a 30% pass rush rate, in large part because of Drake May. Like you mentioned, we're seeing those rookie mistakes. 3 touchdowns through the air. In one game, he has more touchdowns than Jacoby Brissett had through 5 weeks, right? This is a guy that is dominating. His 2 top receivers, DeMario Douglas and Kayshon Boutte, 2 rookies in their second, or 2 players rather, in their second year. There is a future in New England. We are seeing that, but it comes down to making sure you limit those mistakes, because those mistakes are a big reason on why the Patriots were out of this game when it mattered the most.
So, Dan, what was your thoughts? You said when the Patriots went to Drake May, it was a mistake and that the Patriots should not start Drake May. So after seeing his first start, what was your thoughts?
So I'll tell you what, Richie, when I saw Drake May was named the starter, I thought that they should have made Jacoby Brissett the sacrificial lamb of the season behind that offensive line. 0 weapons, worse weapons than what the Buffalo Bills have as well.
Hey.
But let me tell you what, I was nervous that this was going to ruin his confidence. And we can completely forget about the 2 picks that he ended up throwing. I liked that he went out there and he was playing with grit. He was playing with balls, going up against one of the best defenses in the NFL by itself. Has a stench of Josh Allen, and so I'm not going to give it that just yet, but very, very, very impressed so far from this young QB. Can he do it again moving forward? But at the end of the day, there's 0 expectations. Just get better and better and better, and I think the Patriots might have a winner.
Yeah, and I mean 3 turnovers too, right? But realistically, if you saw that game, only one of those turnovers was fault. Really bad interception. The next one where he fumbles, gets blindsided, coming off the left side, that's the offensive tackle's fault.
Protect the football, though.
He gets absolutely murdered, doesn't even see it coming.
Protect the ball.
I don't put that one on him. The second interception is a crazy play by Will Anderson, who goes up at the perfect timing, breaking up a screen pass, bobbles up in the air, and Stingley comes down with the craziest interception, like some Madden-esque interception. So I really only put one of those turnovers on him, but nonetheless, you got to take care of the football.
TD, your thoughts of Drake May? We know that you made a video yesterday about it, but expand on it.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I was highly impressed with Drake May, what he was able to do on the field, getting his first start. Let's call a spade a spade. They got a bad O-line. He doesn't have weapons. Like Kobe said, to play that well against a really good team in the Houston Texans shows that he has a bright future ahead. If he can continue to grow from this, nobody's worrying about the interceptions or the turnovers. At the end of the day, it's all about going out there and learning with zero expectations for a young player like that. And he showed up and he showed out. So I got to give him a lot of props. You know, he's still the worst quarterback in the division, but I got to give him some props.
And shout out to our Roundtable Sports graphic designer. I'm just noticing he said hopefully he beats the Texans. He didn't beat the Texans.
He did, man. he was close, but the lack of complimentary
close.
football from this team killed him.
You know who did beat who absolutely beat up on the Patriots though? Stephon Diggs took Christian Gonzalez to school.
You know, actually,
hey, every great corner has bad games, but that was Gonzo's worst game of his
actually,
career.
statistically, it was. You're right. But Christian Gonzalez against Diggs alone let up one touchdown, which was in the red zone, which is very hard to defend. But two, he let up like 35 yards to Stephon Diggs. If that is the worst game of Gonzo's career and that's getting cooked, I'll take it.
Kobe.
You know what? I don't know. Gonzo is going to give Sauce Gardner a run for his money.
Listen, Gonzo
Real talk.
Gonzo got cooked, okay? Gonzo got cooked all day. The Houston Texans did what they do best at the end of the day. Kobe, you're worse than Richie defending Aaron Rodgers, bro. Stop that.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Gonzo. Like,
How did I defend Aaron Rodgers?
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
you're
let's go. Let's go. No, he's saying you defend Gonzo more than I defend Rodgers. But listen, man.
Well, he deserves it.
We appreciate it. The wind is crazy right now. It's getting cold, but we got to keep going. Let's get into the Jeff Ulbrich debut, all right? Because Jeff Ulbrich is making his head coaching debut tonight, all right? Jeff Ulbrich. Now, this is Brick. Coach Brick, I mean, this is a former player for the San Francisco 49ers, former defensive mind. He has the mind of a former player, and now not only is he making his head coaching debut, folks, but Todd Downing is making his play calling debut. So we have a completely different dynamic making their first game tonight. I have no idea what to expect tonight. Robert Saleh is gone. So, Dan, I want you to give me your thoughts. Are we going to see a completely different, new, energized Jets football team tonight, or are they going to look the same?
So I'll tell you what, I said it earlier this week that this is either going to go terribly or beautifully. There is no in between. Every single Jets fan is either going to leave with a smile on their face or they are going to be trying to find Woody Johnson, asking him why he made that decision going into it. This could provide some sort of jolt, some sort of like new age to the New York Jets, and they could ride with it and end up capitalizing on this new change. This could also be an advantage right to the Buffalo Bills because we have no idea how these guys operate from a head coach perspective, from an offensive play caller perspective. But what I think people need to remember is that a brand new interim head coach has a record of 16-31, 16 wins and 31 losses in their first game as an interim head coach. So can they be the outliers? Can they make that 17-31 and beat a struggling Buffalo Bills team? We're going to have to see. But I can tell you I highly doubt that he's going to be our head coach next year. That's for sure.
Hey, man, I mean, I kind of want him to be the head coach next year because that just means we did something special this year, right? TD, what's your thoughts, man? Jeff Ulbrich making his coaching debut. Are we going to see a different Jets team tonight, or is it going to be the same team we've seen under Saleh?
Yeah, I truly do believe you'll see the best version that the Jets are going to be this year. Whether that's good or bad, but I think that the team is going to be pumped. They're going to come out. They're going to give it their all, and I believe they're going to have a great game tonight. I really think the game plan is going to be A1. I just don't know if any of the coaches factored in this win, but we shall see if they can make the adjustments and the decisions on the fly that can bring their team a victory. But I see the Jets having a great night under the interim head coach.
And you were saying today, you were on Jets media this morning, telling Jets fans why Woody Johnson maybe made the right decision of firing Robert Saleh. So why don't you expand on that? Why should Jets fans feel like firing Saleh this week was the smart decision?
Saleh wasn't a true leader. He may be a true leader of men, motivating his guys, but he doesn't make decisions like a leader. I remember when Aaron Rodgers said last week when they asked him about removing the hard count and things like that, the cadences. They said that Saleh said, we may need to get rid of it. And Aaron Rodgers went on the podium, and he said that's one way to fix the problem, but another way is holding everybody accountable, and that's leadership. And when Salah didn't show that and Aaron Rodgers had to point it out, I knew his days were numbered at that point, because it shouldn't take Aaron Rodgers saying that. Don't get rid of something that could be an advantage. Tell your guys to get their act together and get it right. And that's what Aaron Rodgers stood for, but Salah didn't, and I believe that ultimately led to him getting fired.
Colby, what's your thoughts of the Jets firing Salah, and do you think we're going to see a worse version of the Jets tonight, or a better version, or maybe the exact same?
Look, man, I've been one to say that Salah is not the future of the Jets. I said that they needed to fire him. I just don't agree with when they fired him. I mean, heading into Week 6, this is when you decide to do it. You take him out by security for whatever reason. This is a great guy. He didn't deserve how it was handled. He didn't get to address the players. Supposedly the players were shocked. Supposedly Aaron Rodgers was shocked. I don't agree with how they did it, but I understand why. I just think that it's something that should have happened when the season was over. I don't see how this helps the Jets right now. You know, I think that Salah was getting a little bit better as time goes on, at least from a defensive standpoint. I don't see how firing him mid-season, in the beginning of the season, and Ulbrich taking over is going to help this Jets team. So I think that if they're going to get hot at some point, it's going to take a couple of weeks, Richie. It's not going to happen here tonight against one of the hottest teams in football.
Yeah, I think the only way the Jets win, in my opinion, is if the defense plays their best brand of football, which, by the way, the Jets defense has been playing their best brand of football, top in the league in a lot of different analytics right now after their terrible, terrible performance Week 1. DJ Reed is ranked as the best corner in football right now. We have C.J. Mosley returning. We have Lakey Fatu making his Jets return. Michael Carter II is out, which is definitely going to be a big blow to the secondary, but Isaiah Oliver will be subbing in for him. So the Jets just got to get to Josh Allen and force him to turn over the football. I think the Jets just got to rally around their defense, and that's really what it comes down to. The timing of Robert Saleh getting fired, I did not see that coming, man. I'll be honest with you. But now I've never looked at Woody Johnson as a Jets fan and say, you know what you're doing. And I still am looking at him thinking, you do not know what you're doing. So this is your time, Woody, to prove to me that you're not an incompetent owner. Please make it seem like that. But this is the one thing I will say that this could do. The firing of Robert Saleh, I think, just had a ripple effect in this organization to really have a sense of urgency, and the word is accountability, that is now going throughout this entire team, because I think the players, including Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers said himself, if I play better football, Robert Saleh would not have got fired. The players are saying if we start playing better football, if we did play better football, Saleh would not be out of his job. So I think the players are kind of really seeing the pressure put on them, and now there's a sense of urgency of the owner saying, this is the best roster I've had in 25 years. I fired a coach in the middle of the season for the first time ever. So now there's a sense of urgency, and I think this Jets football team has to play desperate football tonight, because I feel like if they win, the vibes will be restored. If they lose 2-4, it's going to be hard to come back from that hole.
Now, Richie, it's one time, right? It's one time that a team with an interim head coach made the playoffs, correct?
One time, I believe, the
Raiders.
Raiders.
One time. So the odds are against the Jets, and they're either going to use this as motivation to get better, or they're going to take exactly what you said, personal. They're going to take that stress. They're going to take this toxicity, and they're going to allow it to get to them and be the team that we've seen the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I agree, man. You have anything to expand on that?
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in right now. We got over 1,100 people watching right now live. Make sure you hit that like button. Let your friends and family members know that we are live from MetLife Stadium for the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. Listen, man, these are exciting times. Let's do it.
Oh, we got over 300 likes. The goal is 1,000 likes. Yeah, I'm shooting for the stars, Dan, but you know what I'm saying. We got to get that like up to 1,000. Look what we're pulling off for you guys. We're sitting in the cold. The wind is crazy. Our producers are doing – we got people holding down tents. You guys have no idea what it looks like over there. So shout out to the producers, and shout out to the AFC East Roundtable people who came to the event. Jets fans, Bills fans, we appreciate you guys. Come through to our next event. It's going to be in Miami. Jets versus the Dolphins, Week 14. Tickets are on sale. Link in the description. That's going to be fun. But Dan, how you feeling right now? We got 800 live viewers on YouTube, 300 live on Twitter. How you like the event so far?
So I'll tell you what, man, I would not have changed a thing, even with these 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 40 degrees right now. Listen, man, the vibes are absolutely immaculate right now, and I cannot wait to walk into that stadium and hopefully walk away with a big, fat, giant Buffalo Bills W, my friend.
Dan, you're a little traumatized right now because, you know, last year you walked out with a big pout in the face. And I'll be honest with you, Dan, even though the Jets won last year, I wasn't walking out happy for the reason that we will not discuss. So that's that. But, man, cannot thank you guys enough for tuning in. We got a lot of more things to get into before we get out of here. Let's get into some of the Super Chats real quick because you guys are super, super generous. The next Super Chat, I believe, that we get to is – you want to read that one? I don't want to read that one out loud, Dan.
We have Osiris from Panama coming in saying, let's go, Buffalo. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I ain't reading that one out loud, but thanks for the super chat. Habitual line stepper. Dan, if y'all get down, are you going shirt off and get that nice New Jersey breeze?
I bet you.
Yeah, you already know. You already know. That's the secret, baby. That's the secret.
Wait a second. I just forgot something. Wait a second. I can't believe we have a treat for you guys. We have a treat for you guys. I got to put my laptop on the screen. We're getting a wide shot for this, Carl. So, if you guys have been following the AFC's Roundtable for a little bit, you guys know that there was a bet between TD and you. And what was the bet, by the way?
So who would win the AFC East? And if TD lost, then he had to eat the hottest wings that we could find.
And guess what we have? The hottest wings we could find. Shout out to Croxley's. The wing is called Cry Baby. So I'm going to go get the wing. And TD Finstalk, you ready?
I thought you were going to forget about it.
And by the way, you were the one that reminded us. I got him.
Yo, you low-key wanted it too, TD.
Man, I have been looking
You better
forward
meet your
to
maker.
this. I have been looking forward to this because I feel like TD and I have a bet each and every single season, and I think this is actually the first time. Well, no. So first time he had to wear a Buffalo Bills shirt during his live game
You know,
reaction.
you and me back in 2020 during the pandemic actually made a bet. This was before the Roundtable became a thing in general. Me and Dan knew each other.
Yeah.
And it was, if the Bills beat the Patriots for the first time, that the loser had to wear a shirt from the opposing team. And you never made me wear a Bills shirt. So shout out to Dan
because
for
I'm a
that.
nice guy, Colby.
Because
I'm
you
a
probably
nice guy.
forgot.
But
That's
with
probably
TD,
why.
He just sets himself up. So I have to do that.
Oh, my gosh.
And so that wing's about to be cold, too, man. So, I mean, it's about to be rough. And so it's just one wing they got you?
Well, I just had to eat one, but it's 8 of them in there, and they smell hot. Oh,
They
man.
smell hot. It's
Here
clearing
comes
your
Richie.
sinuses over here, folks. All right, finally, he's paying his dues. He's paying his dues from last year.
Oh, they're expired, Richie. It says expired.
All right.
Oh,
And the hottest
my
wing
God. No,
that
I'm
we can
good.
give this guy. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna man up, man. I'm going to man up. Oh, man.
This
See?
wind's got to cooperate.
Yeah, the wind
So that better be blue cheese, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, TD's littering.
All right,
Letting it
so
fly.
we got the hottest wing I could find for TD, and he's paying his dues. This was a bet that he made last year with Dan that the Dolphins will win the division. Let me remind you guys, the Dolphins had every single opportunity to win the division last year. And this is what happens, TD.
We're going to see TD stuttering in a second. Hold up.
Here, you know what? I'll take one, too. I'll take one, too.
That was a big bite. Oh, Dan's going in and eating them. I ain't doing that. Oh, man. All right. TD, how you feeling? Update? He's all right. That was, are they hot, Dan? You just one bite, TD. You good. You got it.
Just breathe, buddy. Just breathe.
It's the
You can't see. Is it hot? Well, you're from Buffalo. This is not in TD's bread house. Anybody wants one, feel free to take them, by the way.
I've never seen
But
TD
hey,
so serious in my life.
I think TD's trying to hold back tears right now. It's hot. All right, well, that's what happens, man. We pay our dues on the AFC East Roundtable. That wing is called Cry Baby. So let's see if he starts crying like a baby. Uh-oh, we think he's starting to cry. Hey, TD, just know if you got to leave and you got to go get that figured out, man, anybody got milk? Milk for TD. Anyone got milk for him?
Yeah, or bread.
Oh, man. Make sure that doesn't blow on you, too. Have some napkins, man.
His eye?
Wipe your hands off. Make sure you don't get the sauce on your eyes. Hey, man, this has turned into some wing eating contest. This is the hottest wing, and Dan's eating it like a champ, making TD look a little silly. Are they good, TD, Dan? Wow, look at that. They're incredible, according to Dan. So there you go. It was a little late. You know, TD was supposed to pay his dues earlier than this in the offseason, but hey, at least he did it, TD. Any words for the people?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. And don't bet Dan Mitchell.
Here, pick up your mic.
J-E-T.
Yes.
We don't need that, man.
TD is dying over here, man. TD is dying over here. Man, I don't know if TD can get through the rest of the show now, man. I don't know if the TD can get through the rest of the show. Man, let's get into the keys to victory so we can wrap this thing up, man. Everybody in the chat, give TD some love, man, because he just did something. He just did something. All right, there you go. Gotham City got you, man. You got some bread. That'll help you out. We appreciate you. Shout out to Gotham City crew, the #1 tailgate party in the world. I'm good on it.
Hey, I didn't lose a bet, Dan. I'm not taking myself to the hospital, dog. until I lose a bet, you ain't gonna see me with that. Yo, TD's crying. His eyes are all red.
TD, you want to take a break? You can leave. Yeah. Eat some bread. Eat some bread. Hey, man. Hey, it's called Crybaby for a reason, man.
Oh,
hey, step away. It's just you get close up on him. Hey, man, I feel bad now. You're making me feel bad. This is what happens. When you laughed at me when Rodgers went down. This is also payback. Payback for that. How about that? I got no sympathy. Oh, man. Hey. Medic. Medic.
It's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
Hey, you took a big bite, too. You took a big bite.
Yeah, TD went in on that, man. Respect.
If anybody wants Crybaby hot wings, they're open for whoever would like them. Hey. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Yeah, look at a Jets fan getting it. That's what Jets fans do. Look at that.
And the cigar is crazy.
Easy. We don't drink that Miami water. We don't. Yeah, hey. Jets fans coming here making TD look silly.
let's go Dolphins.
Oh, man. Poor TD. So now Dan, TD just did it. TD just ate the hottest wing. What do you got to say?
And so I'm proud of him. I really, really am. And with TD, you want to have another bet this year, bro? No? Okay. Yeah, one more. Oh, man, that's going to be beautiful. That's going to be beautiful. But, hey, listen, as Richie alluded to, now it's time to get into the keys of victory for both squads, all right? I think both teams need to play nearly perfect football in order for one of us to come out victorious over here. And I've already teased it thus far. I need the Buffalo Bills to take advantage of early downs. I need the Buffalo Bills to take advantage of early downs. This Jets defense gives about 5 or 6 yards per pass attempt. Josh, don't try to be a superhero. Don't try to stretch the field. We don't have the personnel to do it. Take what this defense gives you. Play mistake-free football. As far as defense is concerned, do whatever you can to bottle up Brees and Braylon. I know what Sean McDermott's going to do. He's going to let them march down the field so he can get an understanding of what downs is going to be calling for the remainder of the game. But please make the adjustments that I know that you can. If Josh can go out there and play turnover-free football, we take exactly what this defense gives us. I have the Buffalo Bills coming out on top.
Well, Dan, I'm trying my best to not have these wings fly in your lap because the wind. Hold them. Hold them, bro. Hey, that's going to fly. We got to put them somewhere, man. But listen, the keys to victory for me, and can I get a Mets score update? Anybody get a Mets score? Anybody? 6-0 still? Who knows? But listen, the Jets will be wearing our classic uniforms today. All right? I'm wearing my Quincy Williams. We're rocking the classics tonight. All right? This is the Super Bowl winning jerseys. All right? Yeah, one Super Bowl. You have
they're
6.
really old.
At least we have one, Dan. All right, listen. We are wearing the Joe Namath Super Bowl winning jerseys tonight, which is going to lead to victory, baby. So the New York Jets got to go out there. Can Aaron Rodgers turn into Joe Namath tonight? Is that too much to ask? I don't know. But listen, man, this game is going to come down to the Jets taking advantage of their defense and also Aaron Rodgers. Wake up, baby. The last 2 weeks is not what we expect from you, all right? You can't be perfect, right? You're going to have a bad game. The greatest have bad games, but this is a game where the whole world will be watching. Monday Night Football, prime time. Aaron Rodgers needs to wake up and do what he did a few weeks ago on the last time he was on prime time against the New England Patriots. Now, the Bills are not the Patriots, so I'm not expecting him to have a game like that. All I'm saying, Aaron, don't turn the ball over, make efficient throws, and please feed my boy G5, Garrett Wilson, because I want him to have another good game. You gave him 22 targets last week. I don't think that we don't need to do that all over again. Efficiency, feed, Brees Hall, and our boy. But listen, let's also get into the injury report because I think there's a lot of injuries right now that we want to clear up. And we have a graphic to provide the injuries. And I don't know if they announced yet the officially who's active or not. But as you guys can see, here is the injury report, all right? So who will play for the Jets is Lakey Fatu making his Jets debut at defensive tackle. Offensive line, Morgan Moses coming back from a knee injury. Aaron Rodgers will be playing, of course. Jamion Sherwood, he injured his hand a few days ago in practice, but he will be playing in this one. Questionable is Tyler Conklin and C.J. Mosley. We're expecting them both to play in this game, and then out for the New York Jets is Michael Carter II, which is definitely a big blow for the Jets in the secondary. Expect either Isaiah Oliver, Brendan Eccles to replace him. So what's your thoughts of the Bills injury report and who's out, who's not playing?
So I'll tell you what, with James Cook and Khalil Shakir, they are listed to be able to play. They're questionable. It's a game-time decision. But make no mistake, these guys aren't going to be out 100%, so other guys are going to have to step up. As far as Ed Oliver, he ended up tweaking a hamstring 2 weeks ago. He is out. Thank God Dwayne Carter ended up coming back, and he had a hell of a performance, barring the loss against Houston last week. But this team just needs to have the next man up mentality. Hopefully James Cook is still James Cook and Shakir is still Shakir, but if not, some other guys need to step up.
All right, well, that's the injury report. Let's get into some of these super chats. Where did we leave off? Jimmy Casket. Saleh is an NPC just standing on the sideline. Yep, Saleh's gone. Saleh was second worst coach behind Bum McDaniels.
Oh, damn, TD, you going to take that?
Jimmy
TD's
Casket.
going to have to take it today. He can't speak.
I don't know if TD can speak. We haven't heard him speak once.
Jimmy a hater.
Jimmy a hater. King Lowski, you going to get that bleep whooped tonight, Dan Mitchell.
I know.
I know, he says. Oh, he admitted it. Penny, wait, did Colby just say Buffalo's the hottest team in football? We're playing Baltimore tonight. Now we can't trust them if he brings up
So,
stats.
Hennessy, I never said that they're the hottest team in football. I said they're one of the hottest teams in football.
How?
Get it right. They're still, yeah, they lost the past 2 weeks, but they're still one of the hottest teams in football. Yes, they beat up on the bad teams, but yes, they haven't won
But they're not
against
hot.
good teams.
They're
They're
cold
hotter
then.
than the Jets.
No, they're actually the same exact as the Jets.
They're the same record, but in terms of if you actually watch football, you would know that the Bills
yeah,
are a
but
better team
if you
than
say
the Jets right now.
but if they're not hot, being hot means you're in a rhythm. They're playing bad football.
I still think
just
they're
like
a hot
the Jets.
team in football. I still think they're a top 6, top 7 team
Top
in
six?
football. Top 6,
Bills?
top 7.
Damn, I can name 10 teams better. I'll take over the Bills right now. Jimmy
Sure you
Gasket,
can.
Dan Mitchell, break the table right now. Don't you dare break my table.
Is this your table?
Hey, can
Yes,
someone
you are.
please tell TD why he stay hating on my Bills when we kick your bleep every year? It's your boy. Look who it is.
Lino, okay?
Lino.
It's Lino. Listen, Lino. One little lucky win because of our quarterback got hurt doesn't make your team better. This year, we'll see you in Week 8.
Michael Holvey, why is Dan embarrassing TD live? There he is, my brother-in-law, Michael. Give him the $10 super chat. Dan ate that wing, and he didn't even bat an eye, and TD's sitting there crying. I mean, it's called crybaby. Hey, I mean, Michael's from Rochester. He knows what it's like to retain the spiciness, just like you. So, was that spicy, that wing, or?
No, not at all.
So why was TD making it seem like it was the hottest wing he ever ate in his life?
I don't know what's wrong
He's
with
from
y'all.
Miami, man. He's from Miami.
Oh, Dan's out here embarrassing TD on live television. Joseph Norris, are we getting together on Week 9 Saturday? What's Week 9? No, but our next event, Joseph, is going to be Jets-Dolphins in Miami, which is Week 14. So that's going to be our next event
December
together.
8th,
All right,
or-
that's going to be our next event together. But, guys, we have a killer tailgate party that we're going to have to get to. So we're going to start wrapping things up here. This was a heck of a show, guys. Please do us a favor. Smash a like button. We also have to go in early because we're going to be on the field for the national anthem. So we got to run out of here. But, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. The second annual AFC East Roundtable event. Everybody tuning in live, we cannot thank you enough. Everybody that bought tickets to this event, we see you right now at the tailgate party. We're about to hop in there and have a good time. And Colby, what's your thoughts, man? Your first time at this event, first time doing a live show in person, our first time meeting in person, brother. It was a pleasure.
Man, let me tell you, I pulled up, and I knew that it was you and TD right away. And first off, I was like, hey, yo, TD is tall as hell, man. Like, I expected you to be a taller dude, but I didn't expect you to be towering over me like that. So, hey, real talk, though.
Yeah.
Here with my brothers. It's the first time I met you guys. I've known Dan since, like, 2019, 2020. I've grown close with you guys, and these are my brothers in real life, on and off the show. So, event 1 of 2 this year. But of course, we can't do this without your help and your support.
Yeah.
So if you want us to do more of these events, which I know we want to do, make sure you guys share, like, subscribe, because this all helps out everybody here at Roundtable Sports.
And so 1,100 of you tuning in right now, we sincerely appreciate you setting aside some time, as you always do. Best fan base on the internet. I stand by that. And now I'm looking forward to walking into MetLife Stadium and leaving 4-2.
TD?
Listen, man, this is going to be a great night. I'm going to tell y'all now, they got me freezing cold, my mouth burning. But you know what? We here, we showing up, we showing out. And tonight, man, may the victor be the victor. But they still ain't the best team in the division, so it don't matter.
Hey, man, we got a big game tonight. Let me get a J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go, baby. We coming for you, Buffalo. Jets dominating tonight. Woo! We're
Josh
going
Allen
into the
trash.
tailgate. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go, Jets. Woo! Peace out, folks.
Peace. We are out. Josh Allen trash.